move on to our taco shells. I just can't believe how clever I am sometimes. Because we use shell pasta in this, I thought I'll just call this recipe taco shells. How cute is that? Okay. We've got our, and I've chosen the small shells, our little mini shells here. We're going to start out with our pork sausage, and I just got mild country sausage. We'll let that start cooking here while we move. Let's see. Okay, and we've got in this recipe, we've got our chili beans. Remember that we used like the last time. We've got another diced tomato. This one has green chilies, and I did drain this because for this recipe we don't want a lot of extra sauce, so I did drain that. Some enchilada sauce, half a package of taco seasoning, and there's about 2 tablespoons of seasoning in one of these packets, so that's a little bit more than one. We've got some Mexican cheese we're going to put in. Now, as there's in this sausage also, there's not a whole lot of fat. You know, sometimes you get sausage and you start cooking it and you've got a whole pot full of grease. This really doesn't. It's the Food Club. Oh, I threw it away. Food Club mild country sausage. And you can see it sticking to the pot now because there's not a whole lot of fat. So it's sticking, which I like to keep it stirring. It's not a problem sticking to the pot now because we are going to add some liquids, and when you add the liquids, that'll scrape those little good things off of the pot. Yeah, you can just take that out of the, try to do that ahead of time though. Take it out of the freezer. Let it thaw in the refrigerator for 24 hours, 12 hours before. And then you've got your dinner, and you could be playing or laying on the couch all day reading. I already drained these. Okay, so we've got all that stuff in there, sort of a one-pot meal. What? Oh. As I'm stirring this, already the stuff that was stuck on the bottom, the sausage, is not stuck there anymore. And you saw that there was really no fat in there, so there's really nothing to drain off. Okay, we'll let that kind of come back to temperature, although everything was at room temperature, so it won't be too bad. Get rid of this. And here we have another quick sort of dinner-y thing. Okay, I think we put the pasta in it, do we not? And pasta to sausage mixture. Like I said, this would be a really nice meal for when it's cold and outside if it ever gets cold. Okay, and if we don't have enough in here, we need to add some cheese. And this is in a 2-cup package. We're going to add a 1.5 cups. Did you? I know. Well, it's something like that. Yeah. It's one of those things that I probably would add the whole thing, but this stuff like this, it's not going to last in the refrigerator very long because you could use, have your lunch, melt some of this on a case, on a tortilla. So I don't mind having little bits of cheese left over. It would be the half a can of beans that would drive me crazy. Or even the, now because I usually do 2 recipes, one to get enough to sample, one to show you and one ahead of time, you only need about a half a box. This is a pound box. I think it says 7 ounces, half a pound of this. I cook the whole thing, and I would suggest as long as you're doing that, go ahead and cook the whole thing and save the other stuff you've already got it cooked for another meal. It's already done. Very simple. Okay, let's get this on a platter. I don't know if I can pick that up. There we go. That looks wonderful, doesn't it? Now you could take that extra half a cup of cheese and sprinkle that on the top, but we may need to eat it later. Okay, so here is our taco shells.